Only a few years ago, music games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band dominated the game market. It seemed like almost everyone had at least one plastic guitar controller at the ready for any social gathering. These games still exist, but the popularity has certainly fizzled out in recent years. Now, this is mostly because of oversaturation. I mean, in 2009, we got this. Ridiculous. But it's also worth remembering there were a lot of lawsuits concerning these games back in the heyday. Let's take a trip down memory lane and remember when all of these rich people wanted to get a little richer. I mean, protect their assets. Guitar Hero Encore Rock the 80s, the third installment in the series, included a cover version of the song What I Like About You by the Romantics. Even though Activision properly secured the song rights, the band decided that the cover was just too good and too accurate, and decided to sue Activision in 2007, claiming that the cover version featured in the game was too similar to the original. This case got thrown out in 2008 for being really stupid. " 2007 also saw the release of Guitar Hero 3, and Vicarious Visions handled the Wii version of the game. Unfortunately, Wii gamers got an unwelcome surprise. Although this version was advertised as supporting Dolby Pro Logic 2, the game only provided mono sound. Though Activision tried to save face by offering replacement discs and refunds, a class action lawsuit was filed against Activision by San Diego resident Samuel Livingston, which was settled out of court with unknown results, though it can be assumed Livingston got some sweet cash out of the ordeal. " 2008 saw guitar company Gibson's valiant effort to sue Activision, EA, and MTV parent company Viacom for violating Gibson's patent on simulation of a musical performance. Activision and Viacom won this one, because Gibson's patent was for simulating participation in a concert by playing a musical instrument and wearing a head-mounted 3D display that includes stereo speakers, which is not how music games work. Though with the dawn of virtual reality gaming and VR headsets, something like this could happen in the not-so-distant future. Also, because I think it's hilarious, I just wanted to note that Gibson later sued Viacom again for a SpongeBob ukulele being too similar to its guitars. They lost this one too. Anyway, back to music games. 2008 also saw Konami taking on Harmonix, suing them for alleged infringement on 3 Konami patents. This lawsuit had a bit more credibility than Gibson's, as Konami had actually released games similar to Guitar Hero and Rock Band years prior. This one got settled out of court in 2010. In 2009, the band No Doubt sued Activision over the use of the band members' likenesses in the game Band Hero. No Doubt allowed Activision to make avatars of the band and even took part in motion capturing to make things authentic, but the band was under the impression that the avatars would only be used for their songs Don't Speak and Just a Girl. However, in the final game, players can use the avatars in any song they want. A similar controversy erupted just months prior with the similar use of an avatar of Kurt Cobain, resulting in ridiculousness like this.
Yeah, boy!
In fact, Kurt's widow, Courtney Love, said she would be hopping on No Doubt's lawsuit. On Twitter, Love went off against Activision, saying, "For the record, this Guitar Hero bleep is breach of contract on a bully's part, and there will be a proper addressing of this and retraction." No Doubt's case was settled in 2012.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... It's name Shady.
Another Guitar Hero spin-off series, DJ Hero, was the subject of another 2009 lawsuit. That year, Activision purchased 7 studios, developers of the now cancelled Scratch the Ultimate DJ. Genius Products and Newmark Industries sued 7 studios and Activision later that year, claiming Activision only bought 7 studios to gain access to proprietary technology and blaming them for delaying the release of Scratch. However, Scratch was delayed before Activision had even purchased 7 studios. This case was thrown out the same year it was filed. In 2010, Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose sued Activision for misuse of Guns N' Roses music and its musicians, specifically Slash, in Guitar Hero 3. It's important to emphasize that in 2010, Axl pursued legal action over a game released in 2007. Axl sought $20 million, claiming Activision did not have permission to use Welcome to the Jungle in Guitar Hero 3, or promotional images of then-former, now current, Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash. Rose stated that he filed this lawsuit so long after Guitar Hero 3's release because Activision promised him a Guns N' Roses themed game to make up for the breach of contract. However, the judge wasn't feeling this and threw the case out. But hey, Axl and Slash are now friends again, and friendship is worth more than all the money in the world. Maybe. Harmonix vs. Viacom. Viacom owned Harmonix, but when the music game genre hit a big decline in 2011, Viacom decided to sell Harmonix. While looking for a buyer, Harmonix sued Viacom, alleging that Viacom owed them money for Rock Band's success after its initial 2007 release. Viacom countersued, but ultimately lost, and was ordered to pay Harmonix $383 million. Viacom appealed, but the Delaware Supreme Court upheld the original decision. In 2011, Maroon 5 frontman Adam Levine sued Activision for the same reason No Doubt did 2 years prior. Like No Doubt, Levine appeared in Band Hero but claims he didn't know that his avatar would be usable in all of the game's songs. For the life of me, I can't find how this case ended, but no matter what happened, it seems Adam still has enough money for hair products, and that's all that really matters. And there you go, a fun little remembrance of really rich people suing each other for sums of money that us mere mortals can't even imagine. Now, while the people involved in these lawsuits probably still have a little bit of disdain for the music game genre, I'm sure I could speak for many of us when I say I have very fond memories of playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band with family and friends. Heck, if my Rock Band drum set still stood up, I would play you out, but instead, I'll hit you with the obligatory subscribe request, and I'll see you next time.